Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda and I'm back with another Transformers video review. So this time I have Transformers Tribute Evolution Pack for Optimus Prime and Orion Pax in here. So you can see here, this is supposed to be Orion Pax, and they use the mold for Cup. And then we have Fall of Cybertron Optimus, and then we have the movie Optimus in just a picture here. So if you look at the side, we have Deluxe Class. It's two Deluxe Class figures. So we have another picture of the movie Prime. Come around to the back here, and here is some pictures of both of the figures in both of their modes, in robot and in vehicle modes. This one takes 27 steps. This one only takes 18. Oh gosh, I remember him being a pain. I had the original one, and I always would forget how to transform him. So hopefully I won't forget in this one, but I do know how to transform the Orion Pax. So, he does have a little bio snippet up here. Let me see if I can get that in. Let's see, maybe. So there. So if you want to go ahead and read that at your own leisure, you can. Go ahead and pause that and read that. So, you can see up here on the top of the box is Optimus Prime eyes. Let me see. There we go. So you don't get the glare off of my lights. And it's basically the same picture that's right here, except you just get the top of it. And then on the bottom, there's some more warning labels. So. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging so we can check him out. Alright, so we're back and we have the figures out of the box and in their robot modes. So here we have Orion Pax and here we have Optimus Prime. Like I stated before, this is a redeco or repaint of Sergeant Cup from Titan Master line. They basically, the only thing they changed on him besides the color is the faceplate for the Titan Master. And then the Optimus Prime over here is just a repaint of the War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. Basically with everything that you see here that's blue was originally pink on the original. The windows were a light gray, and the gray here for the thighs, the hips, and this part, everything that you see that's gray here, it's like a dark gray was a lighter color in the original. This gun right here, it's not really black, it's more of a really dark blue color, and I think the original gun was a dark or was black, not a dark blue. So. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll start off with Orion Pax here, and then we'll work with Optimus Prime. So we'll go ahead and move him off to the side. So Orion Pax, just because he was first, basically Orion Pax, he was chosen to become the leader of the Autobots. He was given the Matrix of Leadership, and then became Optimus Prime. So this is where he first started. And his vehicle mode greatly resembles the vehicle mode that he had, his Cybertronian vehicle. So let's go ahead and transform him real quick. What we'll do is we got to remove the head. So the head, we'll go ahead and we'll show that off too. Like I said, it's a new sculpt here, and that's the difference. So there is some paint on the head. I didn't take a look at that originally. So he has silver for the mouth area, and then yellow for the visor. Alright, so first, like I said, you want to move the fist out like that. Then you want to bring up the arms. You'll see that there's a peg right here, and there's a hole right here. So you bring these up and then peg that together. And do the same for this side. Alright, and once you have that done, then you want to bring up the arms like this. You'll see that there's a peg right here, and then there's a kind of a ridge hole right here, a slot, I guess you could say, and you just want to tab it into that slot. Do the same thing with this side. Then we want to open this area. It's over. Okay. So bring this down. We want to bring this out. Get about there. We'll close this and then bring this up. Just making sure that paint's not chipping off on it, because it looks like paint was chipping down here. So next you see that there's a pin right here. There's a extra joint that's in there. So bring that forward like that. All this back here, and this kind of tabs in back here a little bit. But first you want to flip the waist around, then tab that in. And then he's going to become kind of a shell former. So his legs are going to come out, they're going to unwrap and then come up to here where you see the wheel. So first thing we'll do is we'll take these panels that are on his shins and bring them up. Like that. Take and flip down the feet. And then we rotate this around, bring this part down, and then once that's done, then you rotate this forward, and it will then tab into two spots. So there's the tab here, slot here, and slot there. Tab that into both of those spots. Undo this, and then do the same for this side. Okay. Bring the tailgates up, push them together. I don't know if I'm doing something incorrect. For some reason, the cup that I had would stay together really well. This guy, not as good. He still stays together, just not as well. You can see, I really like that these tires are molded out of a clear plastic. Just like that added touch. So, for the Titan Master, we can take this guy right here. Like that. And he'll just fit inside here. You close that up. And then you have a couple spots for his weapon back here. And you can tab those in like that, or you can swing them out. And they can, you can make this kind of a turret for the guns. You can have you can see that there's all these different pegs down here that you can peg the figures into, so that it looks like they're holding onto the guns and firing them. So that is Orion Pax in his vehicle mode. It wasn't very hard to transform. The only issue that I really have with him, and this is with the mold, not with this figure, is that the Titan Master doesn't lock in anywhere, so he kind of fumbles around in the cockpit area. But like I said, that's not any fault of the figure itself. That's more of the way it was engineered. So we'll pull him off to the side. So now we'll come to Optimus Prime, and we'll go ahead and transform him. So I'm going to remove the gun. And then we'll take, and now the head stays like this. You just pop it back, flip the fist in. We'll come under here, we'll flip this up right now. So now this guy has a lot of panels, and he's really kind of complex. So you want to bring this out kind of like this. We bring this up like this. So you want to kind of fold out the waist. You rotate this upside down, and I don't remember which way we go with this, but we'll bring this forward for right now. And you want to take this and bring this around to the front, like so. So this all will go this way, the hands. So we'll go and work on the feet right now. So generally I'll leave I feel like something is not right. There's not a rotation. Okay, so you bring this back, flip this forward. Okay. Oh, that's it. So you take and you rotate this up like this, and then you slide it in like this. So you'll slide this stuff in like this. See how it's in the middle of the leg now instead of right here at the knee? We want to bring this back here to kind of get this out of the way. Bring this up, bring the arms up. You gotta get everything out of the way because there's a lot of panels on this guy. Bring this forward like that, and then take, and we want to rotate the arm. You see how there's then a panel right here? There's a panel right here. You'll bring this down and you'll line up this edge with this mark right here. And do that with the other side. Bring it down, kind of line it up best you can. We'll go ahead and we'll bring these fenders forward. These fenders will tab into the bumper. Alright, and do that for the other side also. Like that. I'll go ahead and leave these pieces out here for right now. Alright, so the next what we'll do is you want to fold in these legs. So there's, let's see if I can show this. There's a clip right here on the leg. I don't know if you can see this very well, right here. And it'll clip in to this portion right here. So you got to bring this forward and clip it in. Like that. And do the same thing with this side. Clip it in. Bring the legs together. Alright, and then next what you want to do is you want to bring the smokestacks up like this on both sides and then twist them around all the way. And then next what you'll do is you'll flip this forward, flip this panel forward. You'll see that there's a tab and then a slot right here. So that tab will go into this slot. And there's another tab that's right here, and it'll go underneath here. Right in there. We'll do that for this side also. Bring this forward. Tap that in. Yeah, right. And then we'll bring this back so that it sits onto here, like that. And then these panels right here will flip forward. And they kind of tab in like that. Do the same thing for this side. Alright. So that's in there. Once that's done, I think we push this all the way back and then bring this down, tab it in, and take this, flip this around. There's a tab right here, and that tab, I do believe it goes into this. No. Where did the tab go? It just folds back here. It doesn't really tab in anything, so it just folds back. And last step you want to do is you want to flip in the toes. And that's it. So now your Optimus is in his vehicle mode. Alright, and it does look like this blue is almost the same color as the blue that's on the tires. So the gun goes in posts in right here. So what you want to do is it kind of transforms. So it has like an auto transform feature because two of the pieces are on springs. So you want to flip up this clip section, fold it around, and then let go of the clip section, and that clip will then hold everything together. So then when you want to release it, you just take the clip and push on it and it snaps into place. So I'll show that again from this side, like that, or from this side, like that. So, and I'll show it once more from the top. We'll go this way, like that. See? So, for the vehicle mode, you leave it like this and then tab it in to right there. And we'll show off both the vehicle modes together. Alright, so we have these guys. And they're not too bad. If you are a Prime collector, you definitely want this set. So we'll go ahead and transform them back. So we'll start with Orion Pax again. Oops, I accidentally clipped his weapon. Oops, wrong way. Alright, so transform him back. We'll remove the guns. And we'll open this up and remove the Titan Master. Go ahead and close that. And so, first thing we do is detach. Lift up this tailgate, or lift down the tailgate because that kind of hinders this. So bring these back around like this. There's you'll see that there's kind of a tab and a notch right there. Tab those in, bend this around. There's another tab goes into there. Fold these up and bend these all the way around. And once you have that in, then you can bring down this flap, and this flap will tab into here. So that holds all that together. And then this piece right here kind of tabs into there. And you take the foot, flip that out. There's that. And we'll do this again. Here, that tabs into here. Flip down this panel. Flip around the foot. Make sure this is tabbed into there. Then we'll bend this down. Rotate the waist around. Like this. This down. Open this up. Flip this back up. Put the glass back down. Alright. And then, once we have that done, let's go ahead and bring the camera back up a little bit. So once we have that done, then we'll take the arms and we want to bring them down to the side. Like that. Rotate them down. And then take and hold right here and then here and bring them apart, because if you grab those fists sometimes they'll pop out. So you grab here and then inside here. You're not actually grabbing the fist. Bring that down like that. Get them all straightened up. And the Titan Master. Come on. There we go. And then the guns, just one in each hand. I originally, whenever I had it out, I had them both tabbed together and then tabbed into one hand. It's just whatever you like. So here's Orion Pax back in his robot mode, so we'll go ahead and set him off to the side. And we'll bring Optimus here back in. So we'll remove his gun. And first thing is we bring this up. Oh, that tabs into there. I didn't have that tabbed in all the way, but that's alright. So we'll bring this back up. Flip this forward. Come on. Come on, flip it forward. There we go. Alright, then with that flipped forward, then we want to take these panels. Bring these panels forward. These panels forward. Rotate. Bring these up. Rotate this panel around. First thing we can do is we can flip this up if we wanted to. Nah, gets in the way of the thighs. Bring this forward. To deconnect, see how it's connected into there. So you want to unattach that. And then we want to slide the knees back up. Get them straight. Slide the knee back up. Get that straight. Alright, so then once we do that, we'll rotate these around. See, there's a tab that was in here. And that tabs into this right here. So here's the slot is right here. So you rotate that around and your tab's right here. So like that. Bend down the feet. Then we'll open this back up again because we need to move the wheels to the back side of the leg. Alright, so now the lower body's all done. So now for the upper body. Okay, so this stays like this. This stays like this. We want to detach these fender pieces. So once those are detached, we bring those up. Do that for this side also. Alright. Have that done. So then next we'll bring the arms up, and next we want to bring the wheels around like this, because then that allows you to then fold out the arms. Bring this down. We want to rotate this around back to the back. So the only thing you want to rotate, you don't want to rotate the top or the legs. You just want to rotate this piece. Oh, there's a Autobot symbol back here. So bring that out. Alright. So then we rotate this part around. We then take and accordion this in like that. You see that there's a kind of a tab right here. It's a big block, and then there's a hole right here. Take and tab all that stuff together. It doesn't hold very well, so you probably have to re-tab it in a couple times. So now that that's done, we'll go ahead and flip the head up. Leave these back here. Rotate the arms down. Get that as far down as possible. Rotate those arms down. Get that up. Rotate this down as far as possible. Rotate the arms. Rotate the fists out. Alright. Alright, and then once that's done, you take these and fold the fenders. They kind of turn into the shoulder pads. And then this piece right here, you can push that back in, and then you can close that up onto the back. Alright, so now we have our gun. So there's a couple options. We can have it in the hand like we did before, or we can take and have it like this. We can then tab it into the side of the arm right here. There's holes back here where you can tab it into, maybe. But there's different places all over this guy. So mainly I just leave it as a gun and attach it right here into his arm, or into his hand, not his arm. So, alright. So I just kind of mess around with him a little bit. So we'll bring Orion back in. Alright, so for our articulation, we'll go ahead and we'll go through that. I'll just put him back here. I'll put Optimus back here, and we'll start with Orion. So Orion has the regular cup articulation. So the head is the ball joint for the Titan Master. So you get a little bit of movement there. You get left and right. You come here to the shoulders. There's two different joints, but mainly you only need one. So there's a ball joint in the shoulder, so you can go forward, you can go back. There's the cut, so you can go out to the side, or if you want to, you can lift. Can you lift this up? Yeah, you can lift that up. You can lift the up and get that going like that. Then right above the elbow, there is the twist, and then you have kind of a double elbow here. you get that double elbow because of transformation. That's not something that's usually there all the time. I wish it was, but it's not. So we come here down to the waist. We have a waist articulation on this one. We have hips, ball joint hip, so back, forward, out to the side. You have your twist here right above the knee. Then you have your knee joint, which is about a 90 degree. And then you have your toe, which can only point down because of the transformation, but you can use that if you want to use it for posing, you can. So there's no written rule on there saying that you can't. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring Optimus forward here. So he's got a lot of articulation on him. This was back in the day when they were making really good figures. They were making figures for collectors and not for little kids. So, yeah. Let's start. Where do we start at? So for the head, he is on, I do believe it's a ball joint. Yeah, it is a ball joint. So you can get left and right. You can get kind of some wobbly up and down. You come here to the shoulders. There's a couple joints in here. So you got a forward, you got a back. You have right here an out to the side joint. And then you also have a joint for your transformation that's in here, but you don't really want to use that. The only issue is that when you push out to the side, the shoulder pad goes up and doesn't want to come down. So you have to move that down by itself. Then right underneath that is your arm rotation. Then you have your elbow. Then you come here and you do have a twist on the wrist. And that's fairly seen. That's not seen anymore. They're not doing that a lot anymore. I wish they would, but a lot of the stuff they're taking out from the engineering, and I guess it's just to save money. Because the less engineering that you put into it, the less pieces, the less it's going to cost you overall. You come down here to the waist, and you would be able to rotate it, but it has this piece right here that locks everything into. No, you can't rotate it. It doesn't have a rotation on it. Yeah, I forgot. So no, this doesn't have a rotation on it. But you do come here to the hips, and you have a ball joint. So as you go back, you can go forward, but like I said, it's hindered because of this hip skirt right here. You can go out to the side because it does have a cut on that ball joint. You have your twist right above that. You have your knee joint, and there's two different knee joints on here. You come down here. The heck, I don't remember this on there. Huh. I just saw the screw on there and I was like, hey, you can flip these up. I don't remember that. Oh well. So you come down here to the foot. It's on a ball joint. So you can get all kinds of movement out of it. The toe, you can point up. That's about it. You're not going to be able to point it down, but you can point the foot down just a little bit. So, nice range of articulation on here. Like I said, this was back in the day when they were making figures for adult collectors and not for kids. Some people got whiny about it, mainly when the first, I do believe the first movie figure started coming out. No, it was shortly after Thrilling 30. So after Thrilling 30, they started getting super stupid easy. They started making the one step changers and stuff, and I wasn't ever really ever gonna buy those. Luckily, with the new figures, I haven't dumbed them down too much. They're easier transformations, but they're not on that line of just one step changers. So, Oh, hey, I did forget something. So I'm at the end of the review and I forgot to show the instructions. So it does come with instructions in here. On one side it's Orion Pax, and on the other, let me see. So I don't have it all the way folded out. So here's the Orion Pax, and it's fairly large. I'll bring this back here so you can see. And then on the other side is Optimus Prime. So, alright, so these figures, like I said before, it's not a bad set. It's easy to find. I do believe you can still get it on Amazon. This wasn't limited in any way, I don't think. I bought it a while back and just hadn't done the review on it. So I decided, I guess it was time to. And so here it is. Like I said before, if you are Optimus Prime, this is a set that you need. Optimus fan, this is a set that you should probably get just because of this figure right here. I assume that all of you guys already have this figure, but he is in different colors, so you do have that. So I guess they're not using this as an official Titan Master figure, although they did use a Titan Master figure for this. It is just the like the box says, it's a tribute pack, the evolution of Prime. So it doesn't have anything on there regarding Titan Masters or even what his Titan Master's name is. So, alright, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I also have a Facebook page you can find me on. This has been Tambeyoda. I'll see you guys next time.